And the other thing that comes in the kit are these Ningxia red pouches. So this juice is made from wolfberries, or you might know them as goji berries, and they come from a farm in China that Young Living super I guess investigated or something to make sure that it held the standards to what they harvest. So it on top of having being a goji berry juice, a wolfberry juice, it has blueberries, plum, cherry, aronia, which is new to me, pomegranate, and then an essential oil blend of grape, orange, yuzu, lemon, and tangerine. And I actually listened to a podcast a while ago about a midwife talking about Young Living essential oils and how she noticed a difference in the placentas of women who had been drinking this juice during their pregnancy. So that was like, wow, mind blowing. It was amazing. So you get 2 of those in this little kit, which comes in here. And another thing that comes in here is this. Oh, and just another note on the Ningxia Red, just my experience, having those pouches postpartum, especially right after the baby was born, and they're coming straight out of the fridge, nice and cool. I felt so blessed drinking that. I felt so like my body was soaking up the nutrients from this juice. And I didn't feel like that. My first postpartum experience was actually pretty rough. And I didn't feel like I was getting the nutrients I needed. But in the second pregnancy, in the second postpartum, I felt like drinking that juice daily, because my friend, she actually bought me a box of it. Having that juice on a daily was so helpful to get that postpartum nutrition, because sometimes you feel like some women feel like they can eat everything right after they have their baby, but for me, I felt like I wanted to just drink liquids. I wanted to eat very light. I didn't want to fill my body with all this heavy food. So it would just depend on how you feel, but that's what helped me. Just a note on the Ningxia Red. And another thing that comes in your box is this roller bottle. See the roller top that's on here? This you can easily just put your nail or something flat. I don't want to lift this one up because it's kind of full. There's mint in here. It smells amazing. And you can just flip that top off, and it easily comes on too, because you just have to twist it on, and it pushes the roller in there. So your kit will come with one of those included. So you can right when you get your kit, you can make your own little roller bottle, or you can put the top into one of the don't put it on Clary Sage, into one of the oils that come in your kit, and just make it into a roller. I would recommend doing it with Stress Away, putting the roller top on Stress Away, and using that as an everyday perfume. Wow, it's amazing. Okay, so also with your kit comes a product guide, a magazine, and I usually send you some goodies. Depending who is referring you to this video, they will most likely have a welcome package for you. I know Mel does for her ladies who order. So just a couple oils that don't come in the kit that I recommend that women might want to have are Clary Sage, Geranium, Myrrh, Valor, Fennel, and a little thing called Clariderm spray. So Clariderm spray is this little fella here that is actually quite costly, because I'm going to read you the oils that are in here. Fractionated coconut oil, myrrh essential oil, tea tree, lavender, frankincense, Roman chamomile, and helichrysum. And once you start getting into oils and you hear those oils, you hear those are some pretty powerful oils. That must mean that they are not the cheap oils. So things like frankincense. Frankincense is actually not that expensive, but myrrh got stuck in here. And I want to tell you guys about myrrh, and I want to show you myrrh, because myrrh, is actually one of my favorites. Can you see it? It's really thick. Do you see what it does to my bottle? It dries, it goops up because it comes from the resin of a tree. So does frankincense. But the constituents within myrrh are so volatile, they want to just disperse into the air, that it leaves behind the heavier molecules. So that's what you see here, is the hardening of the leftovers. So this, I just go like this and I rub onto myself and use it wherever I want to use it. I don't know, I'll just put it on my forehead because it's amazing. I love myrrh. Okay, so myrrh historically was used on, there is some ancient, like maybe ancient Egyptian, like, I don't know, hieroglyphs or some sort of document, I don't know, that talks about where they talked about myrrh being used on umbilical stumps. Isn't that amazing? Wow. Okay, so it's known as a liquid, myrrh is known as a liquid band-aid. It's not, as you can tell, good for your diffuser, so don't diffuse it because it's just gonna gunk up your diffuser. Sorry, something keeps opening on my screen. I cannot click it off. Okay. Okay. And so the other two that I said, oh no, Clary Sage is another one. And this one, I recommend you to get it for either fertility or do not use during pregnancy, only use during active labor. And some women want to use it to induce labor, like they already got past their 40 weeks and that no baby has arrived, so they want to use it to induce labor. I'm not like those inducing happy people. I love for the baby to come when the baby wants to come. But in some cases, you know, I am just the deliverer. You do with the oil you want to do with it. I give it to you. I don't know what you're going to do with it. But in some cases, someone have used it. They're not in labor and they'll use it to induce, I guess. I don't know. But Clary Sage does help the contractions come more have a more natural pattern, and yeah, and help your labor progress naturally. So what's it called? Geranium is amazing. So okay, so here goes a blend that you can make for a labor blend, which is amazing for perineum massage. So 8 drops of geranium and 5 drops of lavender in almond oil. And I like to add frankincense because I love frankincense. So lavender and geranium for perineum massage or for any skincare is so great. Lavender, frankincense, myrrh, good for skin conditions, having healthy skin during pregnancy and postpartum. And valor does just what it says. It gives you strength and an emotional strength that you might need during labor and even before, if you're doing classes or if you're doing your own preparation and you're getting yourself prepared for what needs to come, and sometimes you're feeling this fear or feeling overwhelmed or feeling unsure or just scared, you know, using the oils to just get yourself back in tune with your body and what needs to happen, the oils can really help you do that. Okay, and then fennel, you also want to avoid during pregnancy, and you want to use it during labor or postpartum is great too, because fennel may help increase your milk supply. So obviously you want to do everything that you can to help your milk supply come along on its own, and basically just by latching the baby, just latch the baby and nurse the baby. Don't try to have a schedule and all these crazy different things. Just put the baby when you feel like the baby needs to drink, or when you see the signs of like baby needs to nurse, just put the baby to nurse. But if you are having trouble with your milk supply, then there are essential oils that can help, and fennel is one of them. So I do recommend that women have it on hand just in case, or also for digestive support. Fennel is a good one to have on hand. So I was going to tell you all about Clariderm spray. So the Clariderm spray, like I said, has all these awesome essential oils. It's quite an expensive bottle, but it lasts a long time. So if you are a mom, or if you are a birth professional, you can even order this and just give little samples to a mom or make a little spray bottle for them, because this is really great for preparing, also for preparing your perineum, and this is also great for repairing your perineum, or any skin issues as well. Clariderm is amazing. So one spray is enough. For my first daughter, I had a really bad tear. It didn't need stitches anyway, but it was just a really bad experience postpartum. So with my second pregnancy, I asked my friend asked me, my sponsor, she asked me what I wanted for, like, as a baby shower gift, and I asked her straight up, do you have Clariderm spray? Because I did not want to go, and it's a really hard product to come by if you don't have the money, right? So she gifted it to me, the Clariderm spray. Actually, she gifted me only half of a bottle because that's all she had. But what's it called? I used it with my second pregnancy and labor and postpartum, and I did not have the same difficulties that I had healing that I did with my first pregnancy. So just saying, I don't know if that's going to be the same for you, but there are a lot of women who have used it and have the same experience as I did. So those are a few of those that I wanted to talk to you about. So I do have this file that I can forward to you if you want to PM me and send me your email address, or ask Mel. She has it too. She has the file as well. This file is not compliant, which means you cannot share it online. So if you receive this file from anyone, any shape or form, please do not post it online. There is a couple of links on heavenlytreasure.net that are compliant, and I did post it on here too, where I do talk about oils I used for my birth. I posted Noah's birth story, and I share other things that I did for prenatal care, like attending a birth class, or doing the spinning babies, or seeing a chiropractor, or using herbs that are good to use actually for pregnancy, birth, and postpartum, such as red raspberry leaf tea, which is amazing, and is definitely more than okay to use during any stages of pregnancy and birth and postpartum, and even really, really great for children to drink, red raspberry leaf tea. And also Dr. Christopher's herbs. So just check them out, Dr. Christopher's Herbs Oils for Women, and you will find oils that are good for that. And I mean herbs that are good for that, for women. And again, you can just visit my blog and look under, the birth and beyond category, or just maternity category, and you'll see all the posts that I've written about birth and postpartum and birth stories. And I am doing a whole birth story month this month, and I've already posted 2 so that you can go and read. And I think that's pretty much all I wanted to share with you guys. For those of you who are online with me, do you have any questions? Is there something that I said too fast or skipped over, or something that you feel like you want me to cover now that you have me here live? And also, I'm getting ready to post another birth story. This one is a home birth. The previous 2 were hospital births and were kind of difficult births. So this next one I'm going to share is a beautiful, natural, healthy labor and home birth. So I don't see any questions coming up. I thank you for joining me,